Jordan. Yes, you haven't been here the whole time, so that's probably why your name is on this. Oh. All right, well, let's give a hand to all those. You must have missed the time when they were taking names.
But I'll make you one.
Yeah, let me get your names, okay? Come up. And we're going to get your names and we'll make a diploma. And this will get you into Harvard University. Most of us don't want to go to Harvard. Yes, cool. And you know that there's super washers.
First off, feel free to continue eating during the movies. Last week you fell upon the pizza like a pack of ravenous wolves, but we seem to have a lot of leftovers this week, so fall upon them again. Don't be shy, everybody wants pizza. Okay. Tonight we're going to be watching actually 2 movies. Obviously we're going to be watching October Baby, which I'll talk about in just a second, but first we're going to watch a quick memorial video of Dr. Mildred Jefferson, who is was a great Massachusetts pro-life activist. She served as Citizens for Life on occasion. She served as the president of the National Rights Life Committee. She was really a remarkable figure. I don't want to spoil the video by telling you too much right off. But I think you'll enjoy the video and learn a little bit about somebody who really very important to the pro-life movement, particularly in Massachusetts, but really nationwide. And while I'm talking about Dr. Mildred Jefferson, I should mention the Dr. Mildred Fay Jefferson Endowment Fund, for which we are accepting donations at the door today on your way out. The Dr. Mildred Jefferson Endowment Fund is devoted to pro-life education events like the Summer Academy, occupational out of it, events like our student oratory contest, is Jordan not here?
No, Jordan isn't here.
Oh, well, Jordan, who some of you may remember from being here an earlier date, that is a past winner of our oratory contest, and some of you should definitely consider signing up for the next one, based at least on your presentations from last week. I thought those were, some of them were pretty good presentations, and I So it's an important education fund. It helps, particularly young people like yourselves, some of whom haven't been as well formed, get access to the pro-life message. So I think that we haven't got a picture of it, but anyway, we have a donation box set up at the door. I'll remind you on your way out. If you're feeling fun, please do as generous as you can. And after we watch a short video on Jefferson, we're going to watch October Baby, which is a very popular movie. Lots of people have seen it. I have not seen it the whole way through. I have to admit, I got called away the last time it was showing that I was able to attend. So I haven't actually seen it the whole way through. But I will read you the back of the DVD box, which has a little summary. As the curtain rises, Hannah steps onto the stage, only to collapse moments later. Countless medical tests all point to one underlying factor, Hannah's difficult birth. The doctor's diagnosis is nothing compared to her parents' revelation. Hannah was adopted after a failed abortion attempt. Well, I won't give you any more spoilers, but I think everybody who's seen it the whole way through has enjoyed it. I enjoyed what I saw of it when I watched it. So, is that everybody?
Yeah. Thank you.
I am at once a bishop, a citizen, and a woman, and I am not willing to stand aside and allow this concept of expendable human lives to turn this great land of ours into just another stupid reservation where only the perfect, the privileged, and the planned have the right to live.
Mildred K. Jefferson was born
a Methodist minister and a school teacher. Growing up outside the small town of Carthage, Texas, children were taught at an early age to declaim their lessons, a skill that would serve Mildred later in life. The community of Carthage encouraged every child to reach for their dreams. Seeing the old-time family doctor who readily made house calls in his buggy inspired young Millie to become a doctor herself.
And I would follow him around asking questions, and he would always answer my questions. And when I said, well, when I grow up, I think I want to be a doctor just like you. And he said, well, now you want to do that, you just go right ahead.
She did just that. After graduating from high school at 15, Mildred attended Texas College, and because at age 18 she was still too young to enter medical school, she received a master's degree in biology from Tufts University. At age 20, she became the first African-American woman to be accepted to Harvard Medical School. After graduating, she applied for and was accepted to a surgical internship at Boston City Hospital, another first for a woman, and later became the first female doctor at the former Boston University Medical Center. As the Boston Globe observed at the time of her death, Dr. Mildred Jefferson broke many race and gender barriers during her long career as a doctor. But it was when she turned to politics, emerging 4 decades ago as an eloquent leader of the anti-abortion movement, that she began to win a following.
And in 1970, in earnest, there were groups going around the country promoting what they call abortion reform. Already writing in magazines, there was an ad man called Lawrence Lader who was writing about abortion reform, so that in the active way that they've always advanced, accompanying the effort to get the laws changed was an effort to create a model penal code.
Concerned with the pro-abortion efforts to change the laws in Massachusetts, Dr. Jefferson became one of the founders of the Massachusetts Citizens for Life. That ultimately led her to the board of the National Rights Life Committee in 1971. Putting to use the public speaking skills she learned as a child in Carthage, Dr. Jefferson seemingly made it her personal mission to reach as many people across the country as possible with the pro-life message that every human life, from the moment of fertilization until natural death, is worthy of the protection of our laws.
So you're Dr. Jefferson, you would end up agreeing with her, wanting to be able to quote her.
You cannot on TV. She was incredible. Nobody could really match her or beat her when it came to discussing and arguing the issues for life. She was incomparable.
In late 1972, Dr. Jefferson appeared on The Advocates, a television program produced by the local PBS affiliate in Boston. It would air nationwide. So great was her eloquence and passion for defending human life that it caused one politician to completely rethink his views on the issue of abortion, a conversion that would ultimately impact pro-life efforts for decades to come. Shortly after the show aired, he wrote to Dr. Jefferson, "I hope you won't mind my writing to you, but I had to tell you how truly great you were in your testimony on the Advocates program regarding abortion. Yours was the most clear-cut exposition of this problem I have ever heard. Several years ago, I was faced with the issue of whether to sign a California abortion bill. I must confess to never having given the matter of abortion any serious thought until that time. No other issue since I have been in office has caused me to do so much study and soul-searching. I wish I could have heard your views before our legislation was passed. You made it irrefutably clear that an abortion is the taking of human life. I'm grateful to you. Sincerely, Ronald Reagan." When the Supreme Court legalized abortion in 1973, pro-life movement quickly gained momentum in every state. National Right to Life's network of state affiliates and local chapters, as well as its representative board of directors, increased. Sitting as the representative of Massachusetts Citizens for Life, Mildred Jefferson was elected vice chairman of the NRLC board in June 1973. The following year, she was elected chairman of the board, and in 1975, she became president of National Right to Life. Her election as president catapulted Mildred Jefferson and her unmatched ability to articulate the pro-life message further onto the national stage. She was a highly sought-after speaker and traveled the country extensively, speaking at state and local Right to Life events and conventions.
And I think it was that commitment that she wasn't pro-life as one of